Okay, welcome my friends to our video on optimizing your graphics. This is on just a little bit more deeper into how do we convert our file types from JPEGs and GIFs. So to start this one, it's going to be pretty quick. I'm going to click on here to start, and of course you're already watching the tutorial. So I've got two pictures here and I want to save each one of them in my folder. You may have already done that. Right click and save, so I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to right click and make sure I save image as. I'm going to put it into my H drive, into my web design folder. I had to go to 1617 first. Into my fireworks, and I'm going to make a new folder. If you didn't do this, it's okay, but it kind of make your life a little easier. You could always make it, and then if you already saved the files, you could make them and move them. Optimizing. We're just going to call it optimizing. Alright, I'm going to put it in here. Now I'm going to call it car graphic. How about that? And save it. And now I'm also going to right click and save this one. And once you save a folder in file, it usually remembers where you are. So that the second time around it comes right back to that folder. I'm going to call it yin yang. So I've got my two files. Now I'm going to open them up in Fireworks. So I'm come over to Fireworks, I already had it open. And I went to File, Open. And I'm going to go to my computer, go to my H drive. Where is it at? There I am. 1617, Web Design, Fireworks, Optimizing. And let's do the car first. So what I want to show you is this little thing that says 4UP. You've been probably doing 2UP for the first couple assignments. I think I showed you that. And 2UP allows you to change it from one type to another. 4UP is nice because you can preview like 4 different ones all at once. And if you press the space bar down, you can move the pictures to the preview a little bit. Now look what we have going on here. The original car graphic is a PNG file. PNG files are files formats that are native to Fireworks. So like when you make changes, when you add a lot of information, like you add layers and things, it'll all save in PNG files. When you turn that into a JPEG, you lose all the information, like all the different layers and all the different special effects. It just turns it into a picture, but it looks the same. But notice this one's 183, this one's 14K. It's a lot smaller, so it's going to load faster, and it's JPEG, and the quality is 80, which is good. And see, to change it, you want to turn on your optimize window. So I'm going to go to optimize. It's clicked, but I don't see it. There it is. So optimize will allow you to change it to different types. So instead of making a JPEG, how about making a GIF? Now see what happens. This might be tough to see that. It made it look not as good because GIFs can only do like up to 256 colors. This GIF has 128. So it doesn't have enough colors to do all that nice cool gradient. So here it's got a nice subtle, it's going from like bright yellow to darker yellow to an orange to kind of a red to a darker red. Over here it just does these little rainbow effects. So GIFs don't work well when you have lots and lots of colors. And actually look at the file size, it's actually a little bigger. It's kind of weird. The file size got bigger and the quality got lower. Compare that to the JPEG. And you could change the JPEG from better quality. This was an 80% quality. Let's make this JPEG, so you can click back and forth. Let's make this one JPEG, smaller file, 60 quality. Or let's make it even higher quality. Let's make it like 97, 96%. Now it made the file size twice as big, but if you look to the eye, you really can't tell it's much different. It looks basically the same. So there's really no reason to do that. For JPEG, you should basically always just use JPEG better quality, which is 80% quality. And then you can see what's happened is you can get a preview of the different GIFs and JPEGs, which one looks better. I want you for this assignment to export both of them. So I'm going to go to File, Export, and I want to export it into that folder. So H drive, 1617, Web Design, Fireworks, Optimizing. So this is the car graphic. This is the GIF, so I'm going to put .gif or dash, not dot, do dash, just to remind myself. And now I want to export to JPEG. So you click on it first, whichever one you want, you click on it, and then you go to File, Export. And now I'm going to call this one Car Graphic JPEG. Boom. Cool. Now I'm going to do that exact same thing with the yin yang. So I'm going to go to Open, Yin Yang. I'm going to, yin yang is really a big file. So I'm going to set the magnification down to like 25%, maybe even slower, 12%. Now I'm going to go to 4 up. And the JPEG, look at the original is 470. When I turn to a JPEG, it goes down to, I want to make a JPEG better quality, 80%. Went down to 108, pretty nice. And now I'm going to try the same thing. I want to make this one GIF. So I'm going to click on here. I'm going to choose GIF 256 is your best quality. And look, it went down even lower. It went down to 43. And that's what should happen, because GIF files, since they don't have a lot of colors, this is an ideal graphic for GIF because it only has black and white. There's no gradients and things. So when you're doing things that just have a few colors, usually GIF is going to be your best. It's going to look better and it's going to be a lot smaller. The fourth box is kind of whatever. So I want to export these two. File, export. And you know what? This yin yang symbol is super big. You notice how we had to make it? I had to make it 12%. What we should do is let's make this thing smaller. So I'm going to go to Modify, Canvas, Image Size. And instead of making it 2000 by 2000, let's make it 400 by 400. There. Now we'll blow it up. Even 100%. We can make it even smaller. Let's go to Modify, Canvas, Image Size. Not canvas size, but the size of the image. Let's make it 250 by 250. 100%. There, now it looks better. And now you can tell the JPEG and the GIF, they look practically identical. And you're going from 470 down to 3. Look how that's dramatic. So this one's going to load much, much faster. And the JPEG is pretty small too. It's 7. So now I'm going to go ahead and export it out. Yin Yang, this is the JPEG. And I'm going to come over to GIF. I'm going to export that out. Yin Yang GIF. And since I resized this file, I'm going to save it over again. So I'm just going to do save. All right, cool. Now I'm going to close it out. I'm going to close that out. I'm going to save shirt. And now I'm going to come over to Dreamweaver. And now I'm going to make a new page. And I'm going to call this page Optimizing. So I'm going to save it inside my web design folder, Fireworks. I'm going to put it inside that folder. I'm just going to call it OPT. Up here I'm going to call it Optimizing. And what I want to do is I want to show all 3 file types. I'll start with the yin. Yeah. Actually, I'll start with the car. Car. And I'm just going to drag each one out. So I'm going to go to Fireworks, Optimizing. And you can see here, Dreamweaver shows you the file extension. So there's the car graphic, which I call dash gift, and it's got the dot gift. And it's got the dot JPG and the dot PNG. So I'm going to put all 3 out to compare them. So first I'm going to put that. I'm going to call it PNG. Hit enter. And then I'm going to put the JPEG out. I'm going to call it JPEG. And you can see those two look identical. They really do. Now the GIF, on the other hand, is going to look not so good. You can see it's got that rainbow effect going on, the halo effect, because it just couldn't handle, there's too many colors there. So that's the important thing to remember. You have lots of, when you have lots of colors, you can never make it a GIF. It'll look like crap. I'm going to put a little line there. Hit enter. I had to do like a little arrow key first and then enter. Otherwise, I would have lost it. And now I'll put the yin yang. So yin yang original. That's the PNG. The yin yang JPEG, which basically looks the same. And then finally the GIFs. You can tell like JPEGs are the most versatile. you can use JPEGs almost all the time. Sometimes the GIF will just be a little bit smaller and it will look better, so then you could use a GIF. And the other thing we'll figure out is later is GIFs, only GIFs can be animated. So we will use GIFs whenever we make animations. So that's all you got for optimizing. We should put a headline on that. How about optimizing? Optimizing. Am I spelling that right? Optimizing. Well, you can make your page look better than mine if you want. So now I'm going to link it up. So I'm going to go back to my home page, highlight optimizing, and I'm going to link it to that green file. And now I'm going to hook it up to my website. And now I'm on X10. You could be on Bluecube or X10, either one. I'm going to hit my little connect. And remember, if you haven't used Dreamweaver today, you're probably going to have to first go to Manage Sites, Edit, and you're going to have to put your information in on step 4 or step 3, whatever it is. You have to put in your login information and password for, I'm using X10 or Bluecube, whichever one you're using, and don't forget to test it. Make sure it works. Mine's already good. Alright, so now I can go ahead and connect. I can upload this file, save it for sure. Do I want to put dependent files? No, because there's no pictures. And I also have to remember to upload this file, because this optimizing file is brand new. So upload that, and definitely say yes. And one more step, I want to actually go to my website. I want to make sure it works. So I'm going to hit refresh. Refresh, there it goes. There's the link. Optimizing, click it, and yes, it worked. I'm actually on the web on my X10 site, and it works, and I can see it all. So I'm good to go. If you have any questions, let me know.